So what's going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video where today we are talking more Call of Duty 2020, or Black Ops Cold War as we now know it's going to be called. I have some new information for you guys, some stuff that I haven't covered in my previous video, which was over 3 weeks ago. So in that time span we've had quite a bit of leaks on the next COD, which right now is the only thing keeping us going, since at the time of making this we haven't yet had the trailer. This is now officially the longest we've ever had to wait for a COD reveal, but it does look, with these new leaks, we are getting very close to it. So as always, if you're going to enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed, but let's get into it. Here we go, and enjoy. So the first thing I have for you guys is not only the name, but the logo for this year's COD has officially leaked. We've gone through many different names, from Call of Duty Vietnam, Call of Duty CIA, just Call of Duty Black Ops or Black Ops 5, but it seems like the official name will be Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, a name that has been floating around the community for quite a long time, but from this leak we can pretty much confirm it. Someone has taken pictures of some branding for Doritos. Pretty much every year for COD, Activision team up with different companies to promote the game, whether it's Doritos or Mountain Dew. There's been plenty of them in the past. Last year Modern Warfare also teamed up with Doritos, and they're doing the exact same this year. Someone has taken a picture of some Doritos packaging, and on it we can find the logo. Now, since this hasn't been officially released yet, if I show it to you guys, this video will probably get taken down due to copyright. So if you want to check out the actual logo, someone by the name of the Gaming Revolution over on Twitter, where a lot of the leaks from this year's could have come from, you can check most of this information out over there. Like I said, I can't show it to you guys due to copyright, but what I can show you is a recreation. Someone has totally remade the logo themselves. It's pretty much exactly the same. The Cold War part of it is quite unusual, because the style of the A does remind me of Infinite Warfare, but since this year's COD is based around the Vietnam and Cold War, we can expect it to take place in and around the 1960s. So that's the first bit of information. We now know the name and the logo. The Doritos packaging also says that the double XP they're offering with this starts on October the 5th, 2020 and ends in January 2021. If we compare this to last year, Modern Warfare, the double XP from Doritos started a month before the game released. So if we go off these same statistics, we can expect COD 2020 to release at the end of October, the start of November, which does align with what we would expect. Whether it's going to be a launch title on the next generation consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, it might release just before, so maybe it will be on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One as well. It would be interesting if it was only on next gen consoles, but I don't think they'd do that. Honestly, I can't wait to see how good the game looks, because I think Modern Warfare, especially the campaign, is one of the best looking games ever. Moving on though, so we've also had the names of a bunch of campaign missions leaked. I don't know if these are all of them. There seems to be 10 missions in total and 2 side missions, which is probably about right. The first campaign mission is going to take place in Germany and is called Stakeout. Remember that this is a reboot of the Black Ops franchise, so old characters, old locations could be returning, places we've been to before. Nothing about Germany from the original Black Ops games really stands out though, BO1 or BO2. The second mission, which takes place in Vietnam, is called Armada. The word Armada actually means warships, so maybe this one will take place on the waters, on a gunboat or something like that. The next mission, which also takes place in Vietnam, is called Prisoner. We did have a mission in the original Black Ops game, which was called Vorkuta. That was the third mission. That also took place in a prison with Reznov. That mission was in Russia though, this is in Vietnam. But could we be seeing Reznov return along with Mason? Are we going to be the prisoners, or are we going to be breaking someone out? The fourth mission is called Revolution and takes place in Nicaragua. It actually just says Nick here, but I assume that's Nicaragua. This was a location that we visited in BO2. This was the fourth mission where you helped the CIA to capture Menendez, another character that could be returning. The mission in COD 2020 though is called Revolution, and there was a revolution in Nicaragua in the 60s and 70s, so I assume it's going to be based around that. The fifth mission is called America, spelt with a K. This one happens in Russia. From the name, I can't really guess what this mission's going to be based around. Maybe the tensions of a nuclear war between Russia and America during the 60s. The next mission, which again takes place in Russia, is going to be called Duga or Duga. This is actually a Soviet radar. Maybe we're raiding one or something, I don't know. The next mission, again in Russia, is called KGB. I think it's pretty obvious what this one's going to be based around. The KGB was the secret police force in the Soviet Union. Staying in Russia, the eighth mission is called Siege. The word siege literally means a military operation in which an enemy force surrounds a town or building. And then the final mission in Russia is called Yamantawu. I may have pronounced that wrong, but this is a mountain in Russia and is also one of the locations of one of the original Black Ops missions. The standout one, in my opinion, the best mission in the original Black Ops. It was the one that happens on the snowy mountain, and then we have 2 side missions called Tundra and Takedown. I'm actually not too sure what a side mission is. I don't believe there were any side missions in the original Black Ops games. But then it also says that Takedown is a main mission. This is a little bit confusing, but that's the last campaign mission. We've also got some multiplayer map names. These are Black Sea, Cartel, KGB, Miami, Moscow, Satellite, Tank, and Tundra. I assume there's going to be more because there's only 8 listed there. They are still working on the game. As we know, Warzone's going to be coming to COD 2020. I've discussed this in previous videos. We're going to get a whole new map, and some of the locations we're going to be able to go to are Dugger, Forest, Russia, and the ski slopes. Maybe some of the names aren't final because Russia being a location, maybe that's the map as a whole. And there's also been a tiny bit of information leaked about zombies. It is the code name of one of the maps, which will be called Silver. That's literally all we have. I don't know what to make of that. I'm guessing it's just a placeholder for the actual name, but even if that is a placeholder, it could be a reference to what the map will be about. Nothing really comes to mind though. The Cosmic Silverback maybe? Could we have a new Dead Ops arcade? We don't know anything about this year's zombies. Is that also going to be a reboot like the campaign? So will we see Ether return with old characters, Richtoff and Taki and Nikolai and Dempsey, maybe some other people, but we just get a whole new rebooted story? Or could we see the Chaos story return? Or maybe just something brand new that we've never seen before? I think we're going to have to wait quite a bit longer until we see something official about zombies, unless they do show it in the first teaser or trailer. They don't usually though. But moving on, the Gaming Revolution put out a few interesting tweets. The first one says, Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War seemingly take place in the same timeline / universe. Now we could have already guessed this because we know from leaks that Woods is coming to Warzone in Modern Warfare. So if a Black Ops character is coming to the Warzone universe, then we can tell the two are linked. They could both take place in the same timeline. Obviously, Black Ops Cold War is in the 60s and 70s, maybe the 80s. Modern Warfare is in modern day. So there's a good few years between them, but they do take place in the same timeline. Surely then that would mean Woods would be about 80 in Modern Warfare. I don't know how old he is in BO2, but that game takes place in 2025 and he's a pensioner there, or he's pretty old, I don't know his actual age. But Modern Warfare takes place a few years before BO2, which would mean Woods should be about 70, or maybe he just looks older than he is in that game. So that'll be interesting if the two universes are connected. And then another tweet he put out says, DK Dynamite has received some information from a source that has been verified that Sergeant Frank Woods is going to be the main protagonist of Black Ops Cold War. Now the main protagonist of the original Black Ops, I would say was Mason. That was who we played as the most. So to experience the reboot playing as Woods, maybe there will be other characters thrown in there. It'd be cool to play as Reznov and Mason again, but Woods should be the main character, not Mason as it was originally. Personally, I'm fine with that because I think he's the best of the bunch. We do know he will have a different voice actor, so expect that. And then the final two things I want to talk about, the first one being this image that keeps getting tweeted. Now, if you don't know what this is or you don't recognize it, it's one of the Pack-a-Punch camos in Classified. It's a bunch of documents together. We can see characters such as Woods and Hudson, there is Mason, even down the bottom left hand corner there is a picture of Shino Numa. Just a load of classified documents. Nothing within here really stands out to me of any importance. Maybe the Gaming Revolution who tweeted this out is just trying to say that a lot of this is returning in COD 2020. I will say at the time this was quite a random Pack-a-Punch camo, since this one doesn't relate to zombies whereas the other four do. And then the final thing, which I'm sure most of you would have seen floating on the internet last week, was the alpha for COD 2020 appearing on the Xbox store. Again, as with most things I'm talking about, I can't show you, otherwise the video will get taken down. You couldn't actually access the game, but the code name was the Red Door. If you think back to the main song for Black Ops, the theme, Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones, the very first lyrics are, I see a red door and I want it painted black. Maybe that's a reference to that. But the game appeared as being called Black Ops CIA, and then when you clicked it, it said it was just Call of Duty Black Ops. And now we have the name Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Like I said, Black Ops Cold War seems to be the actual name now. Maybe these were placeholders at the time, but we couldn't access any more than that. So there we go. That is everything up to date for COD 2020. When will we get a trailer? You know what, past this point, I'm just not going to say. I have no idea. It could be this week, next week, even next month. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like rating. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest content on the channel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and until then, goodbye.